Take my room and paint it black. I lost my chance to have you back. I don't know if I can heal from this. I've never felt this lost before. I miss you like no other, and there will never be another like you. I wish that I had told you. I think I was afraid to. It's not the same without you. I don't know what more to do. There was no way I could have prepared for this. What did he do this for? I'll miss you like no other, and there will never be another like you. I wish that I had told you. Only in a way you knew. Nobody ever can replace you. Everybody knows that it's true. I don't know what I should say. All my thoughts have slipped away. Why's my head filled with doubt? Trying to sort this out. I'll miss you like no other, 'cause there will never be another like you. I wish that I had told you. Only in a way you knew. I'll miss you like no other, 'cause there will never be another. I'll miss you like no other, 'cause there will never be another like you. I really wish I had told you. Only in a way you knew. No one can ever replace you. Everybody knows that it's true. I'll miss you like no other, 'cause I love you like a brother. Hi, welcome to the stream. It's been like 2 years since I've streamed on YouTube. Ooh, sorry if that sounded dumb. I have another input that I didn't realize was going right away. Oops. Hi, I'll say it again. Hi. Was that just echo? It must have been. I thought I heard. I was like, how would I hear something? I don't have my headphones aren't plugged into my mic or anything. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Yep. Welcome to the stream. Even though it's been 2 years since I streamed on YouTube, maybe? Year and a half. when the album came out. It was the last time I streamed on YouTube. It's only been like 2 months since I've streamed in general, though. It's not bad compared to other lengths that I went. The time before I streamed last time was like 6 months or more, probably more. I've only streamed like 2 or 3 times since I moved. This being probably the oh no, I think this would be the 4th time. Anyway, I have a weird memory for that shit. But yeah, welcome to the stream. My band SoftwareFailure put out a new song last Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. New song, Figures on a Tomb, out now, wherever you get music. Go listen to it, please. It's a good song. It's a good song, you hear it? This is the chorus. You gotta like it. That's the point of it. Key change. I think. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what a key is, to be honest. Anyway, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to change scenes. I forget what I was saying. Probably just listen to the song or something. I don't know. I'm out of practice. I don't know what I'm doing. I never have. I pretended to for a while, but I don't. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Start over. Take 1. Take 2. Take 3. Now it's actually take 5. Welcome to the stream. My band SoftwareFailure put out a new song last Tuesday on St. Patrick's Day. It's called Figures on the Tomb. You can get it wherever you prefer to listen to your music. It's on YouTube, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on Roblox. And I'm not kidding. It's actually on Roblox. And we didn't, not that we didn't choose to put it on Roblox. Oh shit, I need to try and remember how to find it. Creator. Oh, where is it? Oh, where is it? I forget. I'll tell the story while I try and find it. I've actually forgotten to bring this up to Bobby, because we've been busy talking about other stuff. But oh, here it is. I think I'll find it here. But yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was it's on Roblox, and it's not like we did it directly because it's like, oh, it'd be funny to upload it to Roblox. That's not what we did. We upload our music through a service called DistroKid, and that's what distributes it to Apple and Amazon and Spotify and YouTube Music and all these things. And you can choose which ones you want it on and what ones you don't want it on, and it'll even send it out to like Instagram and TikTok and things like that, where people can use like the short like clips for audios in TikToks and reels and shit. And I was looking at it, and it's been a year since we uploaded new music. And I saw Roblox, and it was like in a beta or something. Like they hadn't really distributed to Roblox thus far or whatever. I don't know. But I saw it and I was like, yeah, that'd be really funny to have our music on TikTok or on Roblox. And figures out, and apparently the EP is also on Roblox. So this is on the creator store. So if you make any games in Roblox, you can include Figures on the Tomb. Or other great hits, like Running or Turning the Screw. The worst produced song on that EP. I just don't like how thin the bass sounds in the verse. And then the hit, Demon. Dun, 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 dun. There's mistakes all over this song. And my personal favorite, Method Actor. Da da da. Anyway. Yeah, some of our music is on Roblox. What of it? Roblox is how I started. So it's only fitting. So basically in this stream, back to business. What I'm gonna do is like I've done in the past. I'm gonna go through the video, for Figures on the Tomb, and just do like a director's commentary, basically, just because I love this nerd shit, and I never get to talk to anyone about it because no one cares. And yeah, so this is just my outlet to do this, because obviously I show Bobby edits and stuff of the videos, but and I explain stuff there, and I'm like, oh, look at this cool thing I did, look at this cool thing I did, but he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care, because most of it he's just like, yeah, it looks good, but he doesn't care about like the minutia of it, which understandable. I wouldn't either. Like if he did that to me with like a drum part, I'd be like, yeah, okay, drums sound good, get on with it. Because I don't know drums. I know how to play bass, and that's it. And I barely know how to do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through and talk about, give my director's commentary. I'm not talking about what the song's about. I'm not really gonna talk about what the video's about. So there's not really a lot to talk about. But yeah, I'm basically just doing this to promote the song. It's long and short of it. I'll be upfront. Does anyone give a shit about my channel, considering I haven't uploaded in like 3 years? I don't know. But there's still people subscribed, and maybe they'll see, he wrote the song of the summer. I might have to check that out. Also, I didn't know what to call this stream, because with YouTube you have to be more methodical about it. You can't just have a dumb title because it'll be a video afterwards. So I was like, what would be a good title? Because I almost just had it be Software Failure, Figures on the Tomb, out now. And I was like, no one's gonna really care about that. And then I started thinking, I was like, Song of the Summer. I wrote the Song of the Summer. It's pretty funny. Because this song, while high energy and fun to play, lyrically it's a bit of a downer. And the video's a bit of a downer. So just that juxtaposition is really funny to me. Oh no, I just 6'7". That juxtaposition. Is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. I'm so out of date with memes. I got rid of TikTok like 3-4 months ago, and I don't know fuck all. But yeah, so anyway, let's just get to it. So like most of our videos, it starts at the end. I didn't realize that until I started editing this video, but I realized that so many of our videos, like Tarantino, where the order doesn't make sense. Because in the video for Glitter Gold, if you've seen that video, so this will only make sense if you've seen that video. So The VOD will be here afterwards, so pause, go watch that video, and then listen to what I'm having to say. Okay, so... But no, anyway, the performance shots take place after, right before the scene where Bobby splashes water in his face. That's where the performance shots takes place. And then everything else outside of the performance shots is sequential. But then once we get past the bathroom scene, then it's all jumping back in time whenever it goes to the performance shots, and where me and Bobby are sitting on the couches, and then it ends in the middle technically, because the last shot is just me on the couch. Take that as you will. Again, I don't like telling the meaning of videos because I like keeping them aloof. But I would say this one is pretty straightforward because I sent it to a couple people, Gingy being one of them, and just making sure that like the story like got across clearly, because this is the first time that we've done a video where it's just story and we didn't rely on any performance shots. And the animation is there to sort of serve the same purpose as like a cutaway to a performance shot. But this for this one, it was more important that the story came through and both of them understood it. And to me, it seems clear. But when you're close to something, it's hard to know. It's like with a song. With the song itself, it's like we think it's good, but we don't know if anyone else will think it's good. And that's where our friend Alan, who we did the album and this song with, comes in real handy. Especially with this song, he really took like a bigger role in terms of like sort of the writing part of it a little bit, and tweaking the arrangement and being like, well, this riff isn't as good as it could be, maybe try and do something else and blah blah blah. And that was really helpful because this song, okay, I should start with this before I go into the video. This song has been around since the start of the band. This is the second song we wrote as SoftwareFailure. Well, sorry, go back. This is the first or the second song we wrote as Mike Head, or original band name, which sucks. SoftwareFailure is so much better.
Here's what I found.
What the hell are you fucking... Shut up, Siri. But, so, yeah. Anyway, this is the second song that we wrote as a band, and when we did the Demon in the Closet EP, when we did that, we had 5 songs. The 4 songs that ended up on there and this song, in a much different way that it is now, in a much different way. This song went through like 4 or 5 major changes over the last 4 years. 4 years? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 years. So we had those 5 songs, Turning the Screw, Demon in the Closet, Method Actor, and Running Away, and Figures on the Tomb. We had those 5 songs. But we also, when we started the band, we had the intent of doing an album, not an EP right away. But writing took longer because Bobby was coming down to our hometown from college, and we were just doing it sort of sporadically. We were practicing fairly consistently, but the process was just taking longer than anticipated, and I wanted to get stuff out as soon as possible, just so it didn't feel like as much of a waste of time. And so I suggested doing an EP instead of an album, take the 4 best song, take 4 songs and put those out, and then after that do the album, and maybe take songs from the EP and put it on the album, or not. But what we obviously ended up doing was taking the 4 songs that ended up on the EP and leaving Figures off. But we didn't leave Figures off because it wasn't as good. It was probably the best song we had at the time. But the reason we left it off is so that we knew we had a good one for the album. Now, fast forward about a year, and we're recording the album. We have every intent of doing Figures. But we only had 4 days to record the album, and we were doing about 3 songs a day. But then the 3rd day, we only did 2 because I was really tired. That day, I was so dog tired. I was like, we finished the 2nd song, and I was like, I don't think I can do the 3rd song today. And I was like, you guys can do drum tracks tonight if you want, but I should go home and rest so I'm not even more tired tomorrow. So that's what ended up happening. And they recorded drum tracks for Figures, Brainwaves, and Bloody Royalty. And then for whatever reason, not Key to It All. I think the reason they didn't record drum tracks without me being there was because I said not to, because that song was really new. It had only been around for like a month. So just so that we could figure out the arrangement together, just because it was still so new. And that's why, but I don't know why. I think because we recorded Bloody Royalty, and then we did Brainwaves, and then we knew we only had time for 1 more. And why did we choose Key to It All, though? I don't know why. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know why we chose Key to It All to do instead of Figures, because Figures already had drums recorded. I don't remember why. I think just because I liked Key better and I pushed for that a little more. I don't know why. But anyway, it leads to a good story that it was supposed to be the good one on the album, but then the album was still just as good without it. And thankfully, we didn't choose to record Figures instead, because then we had another 1.5 years to mess with it even more, because we had messed with it a little bit between EP and album. We'd messed with it a little bit to make it better than it would have been on the EP. But then from album to this past November when we recorded it, it went through 2 or 3 different iterations, because when we didn't end up recording Figures, I had every intent of recording it and putting it out in some way later on, just because it's a great song. But then when it ended up sitting for a little bit, but then when a song that isn't recorded, because a song's not done until you record it, at least for us, and you can still mess with it after the fact when you play it live, like we did. We were playing a show in 2 weeks, and we messed with Rut. It starts on a chorus now instead of starting at the verse, just because the energy is much better after a chorus, for that song. And So you can always like do iterations and changes for the live thing, but in terms of a recording, you can't really take that back. So that's when a song is done. You can't really do major changes. Adding a chorus is at the front of a song is no big deal. But my point being, Figures obviously sat around, and then like 6 months after we recorded the album, I started messing with it a little bit just because the chorus wasn't quite there. The riff was really jerky and weird. It basically, every other bar was in 3/4. It was 4/4 3/4 4/4 3/4. It was a really weird riff. I'll play it. My bass isn't going to be plugged in or anything, but this is what the original chorus of Figures was. It was originally that da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's basically what this riff replaced. Because that was the chorus in the first iteration, in the EP iteration, and then it was in the album iteration too. So for the EP and the album iteration, that was the chorus. As Alan called it, the circus riff. And then in the post album iteration, the chorus was pretty much what it is now. It's something like that. It just went back and forth. Whereas now it just doesn't go back and forth. It does 2 and then 1. But anyway, yeah. So I went through that iteration. The circus riff was the riff that starts the song and starts, ends, and is after the second chorus. So the circus riff was replaced by that riff. And then the post-album iteration was all pretty much the same as it is now, besides that, because the circus riff was the only thing Alan was like, you should really change that. And understandably, I still think it's a cool riff, but it doesn't. The riff that's there now is so much better. And that's what I was saying earlier about Alan really coming into his own in terms of the arranging and speaking up for himself when he thinks something isn't as good. This is an example of us not taking his suggestion, but it was just a spur of the moment thing while we were recording. There will never be another, right before the quiet part. I just ran, I felt Bobby was singing the third chorus, and I was like, feels like that should be held longer. And then he did it once, and I was like, I think it could be held out even longer. Try and hold it till like the next section starts, with just those eighth notes right before the 2 bars before the quiet part, and he did it, and I was sitting next to Alan, and I just see his face be like, and I was like, and both me and Bobby were like, that's cool, I like that, and I was like, and we were like, what, you don't like it? And he's like, I don't know. He goes, it's your song, and that's his line every time. If he doesn't like something, he's like, it's your song. But I had to say, but yeah, and I was like, I like it. I vote to keep it. And then I go Bobby's like, yeah, we can keep it. And I don't know how Alan feels about it now that he's lived with it a little bit, but his gut reaction was, I don't like this. And then we get to the end of the song, and it's the I love you like a brother line. And Bobby sang it once, and he was like, oh, I should hold the brother out, right? And I was like, yes, absolutely. And then he did it, and then we listened to it back, and I just see Alan's face. It's the same, like, disappointed look. And I was like, I say to Bobby, Alan might not like it, but we like it, and that's what matters. But yeah, not that we don't take Alan's opinion into account. Like, if we didn't, this song would be in like the post album iteration and not be nearly as good. The circus riff would still be in there, and it would be much more subpar than it is. But yeah, so anyway, I don't remember what led me to get off on that tangent, but anyway, let's go over the video. That's the backstory of the song, this being the second song we ever wrote as a band. Obviously, like, a much more evolved, it's evolved over time, obviously, but the bones of it, like, the only thing that's still there from the first iteration is, the only things that come to mind are the verse and the take my room and paint it black. Those lines have been there, or that line and the verse bass part has been there since the beginning. So there's a funny thing with the like the first iteration of the song, the EP version of the song. There was very little change between the EP and the album version, but this was one of them. There was an intro before the circus riff, and it goes a little something like this. Intro, because it was at like maybe like 1 a.m. or something like that. I was already in bed. I was watching some band play on like Seth Meyers or something like that, late night show, and I was like, for whatever reason, this thought got in my head. I was like, if we ever play on a late night show, it'd be kind of cool to have an intro where it starts like close up on my bass and you just see my fingers going back and forth on the fretboard. I was like, I wonder if there's something for figures that I could do like that. So I immediately go into the other room, grab my bass, and I come up with, while I was thinking about it, that I thought about that riff, and I was like, that could work, riff. That back and forth thing, and I was like, that might work. And then I tried it. I was like, yeah. And then I showed it to Bobby. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then the intro to that song, to Figures, was so long. Like, it gets straight to the point now, but oh, it was so long. Like, the song used to be like almost 5 minutes. It's long. It's still long now. It's a 4-minute song. It's our longest song, but yeah, it used to be like close to 5 minutes. Because of that intro and it having 3 verses. But yeah, so anyway, onto the video.
Take my room and paint it black.
That was a pickup shot. We shot that last week. Or no, 2 weeks ago, I guess. The Friday before this came out. So Bobby came over to my apartment and we filmed this video like a month ago or something like that. But this is just in the hallway of my apartment building. And we shot this shot of Bobby walking around the corner, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it real quick. And when we shot this reverse shot, I was like, oh, I'll just turn around while he's still walking and it'll be fine. And it was so out of focus. Like, both of the shots were out of focus. This shot, this facing shot, and the away shot, they were both so out of focus. And we could have used them, but they were just out of focus enough to where it was annoying, and it wasn't necessarily like a stylistic choice. So I was like, I saw Bobby again the next day, and I was like, we have to redo one shot. And luckily it was a super quick shot and we were able to do it, and we were able to do it before I wanted to get the video out, because for whatever reason, once it was recorded and the mix was finished, I was dead set on putting it out on St. Patrick's Day for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, this is a pickup shot and you'd never know.
Take my room and paint it black.
And like I said, this shot is a little out of focus, but the original shot is so out of focus. Yeah, it's bad.
I lost my chance to have you back.
My bachelor fridge.
I don't know if I can heal from this. I've never felt.
Here's a little Easter egg for SoftwareFailure fans. Anyone who likes the song Oblivious, or the music video more specifically for Oblivious, our old pal Richard Stinks makes a cameo. I haven't told Mason that. I haven't told Mason that he makes a cameo. But yeah, we needed these fake texts for the story. And I was like, what name? Like, I could put my name, but that doesn't really make sense, because the "he's gone" is in reference to me. I mean, there's the flashback scenes. Like, I'm not gonna get super deep into really anything, but it's like obviously it's a video about loss and a song about that as well. But anyway, that's as far into it as I'm gonna get. So now it's on to story shit, or just like making of stuff. But the "he's gone" is in reference to me, from the flashback shots, and I was gonna have it just be me that was texting him, but then I got the idea to do the flashbacks to like really like hit home that like to like show the relationship or whatever. because I was watching before this, I was watching a lot of music videos just to figure out how to do it good. Because every time we do a music video, I always get so like, I don't know if I can pull this off. But I was watching the Foo Fighters video for Waiting on a War, and in that video, there's a lot of shots that are like very blue, and then it cuts to some shots that are like regularly color graded. I'm pulling it up. Pause that so I don't get got. So a lot of the video is like this blue, like almost like grayscale look, and then there's some shots where it cuts to this like warmer, like having fun thing. And watching this made me think, oh, wait a minute, we should probably do that in our video, just to like emphasize like what Bobby's feeling, or what the main character is feeling, played by Bobby, and just to like really hit that home. And you can really see it like in the influence of it, because like this shot is like really like blue. You can kind of tell more on the wall. The wall is almost the same color as the couch, and then like this shot is very like orange and warm. And yeah, so anyway, my point being, I couldn't have sent the text once I got the idea to do the flashback shots. It didn't make sense for me to be sending the text, or even like just replace the picture or whatever, and still have the name be Trevor. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. So I was like, we'll just throw a little Dick Stinks cameo in there.
I've never felt this lost before. I miss you like no other.
Also, we paid for animations. This is the most money we've spent on a video. Animations were done by, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's right there. He did a very good job. We hired him off of Fiverr, and he was very accommodating in terms of what we were able to afford. Because initially, I should mention this, I guess. Initially, the whole video was going to be animated, but it's a little out of our price range. No disrespect to the animator at all. I'm not saying that he charges too much and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we wanted to hire him because we liked his style and it fit the vibe of the song. And we had to make compromises because of what we could afford, because obviously independent, no one is funding any part of this besides us. So that's purely where that is. But he worked with us and was like, because me and Bobby, we were talking about it, and the whole thing was going to be animated. And then Bobby had suggested, he was like, well, what if we film it, and then, so you don't have to draw it from scratch, what if you just animate to the video and just draw over the video so you don't have to do it from scratch? I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or how you think that's going to be easy. Like, I understand where he's coming from, but also I was like, that's going to take so much time. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think my response was, are you going to do that? But yeah, so anyway, Yeah, and then eventually we decided like, well, because the way the animated version was going to be was the verses were going to be very grounded, and then the choruses were going to be basically what they are now, and they were going to be like the more like surreal like cutaway type things like what they are now with like the head maze and the no, the other ones are coming to my head. Like the, yeah. Anyway, just look at the bottom and the light bulb. Excuse me, light bulb and whatever. Anyway, so then we were like, well, the verses can be live action. What if we mixed live action and animation? And then that's when I started to be like, ugh. It's like I was like, it can work, but also I don't want it to feel gimmicky, and I was really worried about that. And I think I did a pretty good job, and based off of what the people I sent it to beforehand have said, I did a decent job to where it doesn't feel that it was felt very balanced. And funny enough, I was a little opposed to doing the live action stuff at first, but then once we shot it and I had it in there with the animation, because the animation was done first. Once I had the live action stuff in there, I was like, shit, I want to see more of the live action stuff. And that's where the shots in the chorus, like this one, where the shots from the end are in there but are overlaid by the animation, and it's a little like that Tarantino-y thing I was talking about before, where it could be looked at as like once it gets to the quiet part from like this point forward, like the video like starts here or whatever, and then especially since it starts with him in the corner, it could be perceived as, and I'm not saying that this is what is happening, but he's thinking about the course. This is all like in his mind or whatever, him thinking and recounting like the memory of what happened or whatever. But obviously up for interpretation. I'm not even fully sure what's happening, so all up to interpretation. And that's what I love about music videos. Nothing has to be defined, it just has to look cool, and this video looks cool.
And there will never be another like you. I wish that I had told you. I think I was afraid to.
I love that shot of the chained up heart. That's probably one of my favorite of the animations. That, and when the character pulls out the gun after the quiet part, once it gets loud again. That shot, like when I had it assembled, the first few times I watched it, every time it was like, cause yeah. If you think about kind of the story and the story of loss, and take a note that in the flashbacks I'm wearing a hood and that character is also wearing a hood, you can put that together and it's heavy.
I think I was afraid to. It's not the same without you. I don't.
I'll say a little nerd thing.
I think I was afraid to.
So for whatever reason, I think it's because of Face ID on iPhones. They're like right up around here where the lock is, it'll flash like an infrared light whenever you film it. Like I think specifically like in the dark, or maybe all the time, I'm not sure. But it was bothering me, so I freeze framed it, cropped it up to like this point, and then just so it wasn't flashing because it was bothering me so bad. Also, there's a beer can here in the corner. Bobby's character in this universe is an alcoholic. Also drowning his sorrows because he has a beer in the beginning, a beer by his bed, and which is a really sad thing because I was shooting this aside from on a different day than we did all the other main stuff. And then again when he's about to call Rick.
It's not the same without you.
Oh, with this shot, I was over Bobby. I was standing over Bobby like this with the camera, and I was like basically straddling him. I was standing. I wasn't on top. I wasn't like sitting on top of him, but I was standing on top of him, and he was wearing a watch. And at one point, and we did a take, and I was like, "Can you take off your watch?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he like put it like on his stomach or whatever, but his hand like went right between my legs, and I shook, I flinched, and I go, "Oh, that scared me." He goes, "Yeah, I know. I could feel the whole bed shake." and then I think I went, "Well, you better get used to it, pal." Anyway.
I don't know what more to do. There was no way I could have prepared for this.
One of my pet peeves in music videos, I have two pet peeves. When there's a long intro at the beginning, and when there's added stuff in the middle of songs. like sound effects, or like they like muffle the audio, or it cuts to a scene where there's like dialogue or whatever and the music stops, because when you're listening to it, when you just throw it on or whatever, it breaks up like the song that you wanted to listen to, and then all of a sudden it just takes you out of it and you're just like, what the fuck, in terms of like the middle thing. And then also with the thing at the beginning, it's like it breaks the flow of listening to music, because the one song ends and then you have to wait a minute until you get to the song that you wanted to listen to. I bring that up because my two pet peeves we've done in two of our music videos. The beginning of Oblivious has a bit in it, and then obviously this song has the notification sound effect. And it's not bad. The way I justify it, even though I don't like it, it's like, it's what's fitting for the video. It's like, you have to do what's best for the video. You can't just not do it, because it's like, it's way easier to add a sound effect than very shittily try to like fake a notification in the phone lighting up. Especially when the phone is in a different spot every time on the counter. So yeah, it was just much easier to do it with the sound effect, even though every time I hear it, I'm just like, but with the video for Oblivious, I just like it because it's ours and it's funny.
What did he do this for? I'll miss you like no other.
Also, something I noticed when I was playing this at the beginning that I need to look for, that I didn't notice before. And again, this is not shitting on the animator. That guy's got a really long, weird neck. That's like the picture that's been going around. I don't know if it's specifically a Threads thing or if it's on other social media or whatever, because I've started going through Threads more recently. But it's like, it gives me the vibe of that close-up picture of the guy with his hand in his pocket with the bracelet, and it looks like it's someone's neck. It gives that vibe, but I noticed it for the first time while I was playing this at the beginning of the stream. I've been going for an hour already? Jesus.
And there won't ever true. I don't know what I should say.
It always makes me laugh. When I get to that part in this video, I don't know what I should say, and then cutting to this, it's funny. It wasn't really intentional. It was just the flow of the story. And it was funny. It's funny how it worked out. Because the story and the lyrics are separate. Like, the telling of the story isn't a direct thing from the lyrics. The lyrics aren't saying what's happening in the video. It's different things. It's the same but different. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Also, this shot, it was cold. It was like 10 degrees and it was meant to look like summer. Also, this is the garage we shot the Superpowers video in. And this was meant to make it look like Bobby's sitting on a cooler because we were out dinking. He's sitting on a amp. He's sitting on a amp for his electric drums. We're like, turn it around and it'll look like a cooler. Also, this shot is flipped. And if you look down in the bottom right, you can sort of see that it's supposed to say Roland there. But for whatever reason, this shot turned out shitty because the lighting out there is shitty. And this is also zoomed in a little bit, even though this is 4K. But anyway, oh, I didn't think about it. Also, the text on my sweatshirt, you can really tell that it's backwards. I didn't think about it when I flipped this, because the only reason I flipped it was because in every other flashback, Bobby's on the right and I'm on the left. So I flipped it and I was like, okay, yeah, that works. You can't tell. I didn't think about my sleeve having text on it. I also didn't realize that you could see the Roland logo on the amp. Fuck, that bothers me. That bothers me more than you'll ever know. That bothers me so much. Fuck. Because that's the thing. I was like, oh, you wouldn't really notice that. You wouldn't really know that this is flipped if I didn't say anything. But, yeah. Fuck. Hey, can you guess? This is flipped too. My camera's flipped too.
All my thoughts have slipped away. Why's my head
I love that shot. I love that. Cutting to the flashback and then cutting to him alone. And it's so much duller. And also all the stuff is taken off the counter. That was done intentionally because we shot all the flashback stuff. We shot the flashback stuff in the kitchen first, and then because this was all shot on the same night except for that pickup in the hallway. We shot the flashback stuff first, and then took all the stuff off the counter, and then did this stuff just so that then it would look more barren, and it's so good. I love the way that this shot looks. It looks so good with all the stuff just gone. It's great.
Why's my head filled with doubt? Trying to sort this
It's great juxtaposed to, like, this shot. You can see all the shit sitting on the counter, and like a water bottle here and whatever. The funny thing is I had mail on the counter, and like before we shot this, and Bobby goes, you probably want to take your mail off the counter. And I was like, you probably won't see it. And then I just kept setting up the camera, and then Bobby grabs it. I go, yeah, you're probably right. We probably don't want that on there, because I think I had tax stuff on the counter. I was like, yeah, I probably don't want that on there.
Why is my head filled with doubt? Trying to sort this out. I'll miss you like no other. 'Cause there will never be another like you. I wish that I had told you. Only in a way you knew. I'll miss you like no other. 'Cause there will never be another. I'll miss you like no other.
Forgot his beer.
'Cause there will never be.
I love the way that cymbal hit lines up with him taking the phone out of his pocket. It's so great.
'Cause there will never be anyone like you. I really wish I had told you. Only in a way you knew. No one can ever replace you. Everybody knows that it's true. I'll miss you like no other. 'Cause I love you like a brother.
And that's that. That's the video for Figures on Tomb by SoftwareFailure. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I like it. That's the thing. Going into it, I was worried. I was like, I hope it's good. I hope we can pull it off. I do that with every video that we do for SoftwareFailure, but no, I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. But yeah, so to end the stream, I figured it'd be fun to do a little playthrough for you. That's why I had the other mic set up. And I figured do it now and just end the stream here because I don't really have much more to say. And then also for my neighbors because I did not intend on going for this long. But yeah, so anyway, I'm obviously gonna play this song, but also preface this. It may sound a little jumbled and junky. I didn't really test this. And also, I don't always have a tendency to play in time. So, yeah, forgive any roughness. I need to get shit set up quick. So talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So, like I said, what I'm gonna do. Oh, I need to adjust the camera. I forgot about that word. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Gotta angle her down a little bit. Yeah. Uh-oh. Got blocked. Oh, Lord. Hey, don't look. There we go. But yeah, so like I said, might be a little rough. Mix will probably be shitty, but oh well. Deal with it. It's probably too first. Don't look at the pedals. You're lucky you didn't hear the mic fall over. Alright, anyway. You're gonna hear a weird 1, 2, 3, 4 as Didi Ramone. Anyway, this figures on tune by SoftwareFailure, played poorly by the guy who wrote it.
Four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take my room and paint it black. I lost my chance to have you back. I don't know if I can heal from this. I've never felt this off before. I don't need to let go.
Don't know if you could hear me, but only one fuck up. In the last in the second to last chorus, it doesn't. My brain started wandering, but it goes up. In the second one, it goes up to. But in the second or in the third chorus, it stays on. And my brain started wandering and I didn't think about that. And then I caught it right away and I was like, ooh, oh well, I'll fix it for the next one. It's funny. But, yeah. Anyway, that's that. Don't look at the pedals. Anyway, like I said, I don't know if that mix sounded good or not, but yeah. Anyway, that was fun. I don't know why I'm adjusting the camera so much. It's not like it really matters. I'm going to tear it down right when I'm done with the stream. But, yeah. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to leave the stream there. Go listen to Figures on the Tomb wherever you like your music or on the YouTube channel. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave the stream there. Hope you enjoyed. Go listen to it, please. And if you find yourself in Lisbon, North Dakota on April 4th around 9 p.m., we're playing a show there at the Cattleman's. So come. It'll be fun. Yeah. There's more I could say about that, but I've been secretive about it thus far. So I don't want to. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave the stream there. Bye. Go listen to Figures.